Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs, role-playing games, and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
A werewolf thing, and they received a clue. So with all of those things that happened right before we left, I'm going to go around and sort of ask the team a little bit about what they remember most about last session and what they think is probably going to happen. I'm sorry?
No notes. I have no notes. My notes are somewhere.
Got it.
I don't know what my notes are.
I think that Christine, even sans notes, we'll be just fine. The only thing that sticks out in my brain right now is trying to remember a couple of NPC names, which I will be able to look up if I'm even halfway smart.
It's okay, boss. I've got you covered.
Well done. All right.
Okay, let's go to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ready to jump towards it?
Rob.
Okay. Rob,
I think.
what do you?
sorry.
What's the big memory from last session?
Well, Christine sent me her notes because, she was too scared just in case she got them wrong. But I think they're right. So Christine's basically written that when we got Scarlet out of the sticky situation, allegedly out of the sticky situation, we finally caught up. We caught up with Bud. And we sat down, had coffee over a hot spittoon, no schmores, and basically Bud said that he helped Len. Len was in a tight spot. Len was fighting the miners, and the Ghost Steel gang killed the miners, and they dissolved. Len asked Bud to pass this over to an agent, stroke ranger, the next time he saw one. And I think Rosco said that he was an agent. And so Bud passed over a piece of paper which had L23 R44 L06 R30 L15, which is a really weird zip code. So don't know what that's for at all, but we do have a key that might go with it. Yeah.
And I just hit the show players for that particular note, and I don't know if it's on your screen, Rob, where people watching might see it.
It's not. It's black for me.
It's black.
It's white for me, but
that's beautiful.
Yep.
It's not there.
So we might not have been playing since the 11th of December, but some technical issues are still persistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
I think they'd have fixed that by now.
Yeah, you would have thought.
No, you would have thought. What I've done is even though. Let's see here.
Yeah, no, in all seriousness, we think it's the combination. Left 23, right 44, left 06, right 30, left 15. So we need to get back to Bob's? No, not Bob's. There it is. It's
Yeah.
old Bob.
Prospector Bob.
Yeah, we need to get back to old Bob's claim because that's where the safe was.
He was.
Now, also listeners or watchers, viewers, voyeurs, and all of the above. We also found out that what's his name? It's not a headstone. Heaston. Heaston's trying to find something to save the town. And there's something going on, and he's running out of time. So of course, us taking on the Heaston gang to get Scarlet free. Only Scarlet knows that it was the Heaston gang that came for her.
Yep.
So
And one of the Heaston boys bought it.
yes, one of the Heaston boys did buy it. Died, as well as everybody else.
I think we paid the ferryman for him.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, yeah. You know,
And I think we named that particular son, which I was busy looking for and didn't find immediately. So I'll make an assumption at some point here of
I can confirm it is Gatlin Heaston.
it's
Yes.
Gatlin. Got it. Gatlin's the one who took the bullet.
Yep.
Very, very good. The only thing I would say, Rob, I'm not sure where you got that Heaston's trying to save the town.
No. No. I sorry if that was the if that's what people thought from what I said. No, there's something going on, and Heaston's moving very quickly to do something about something. But hopefully Pete's notes will tell us exactly, you know, or give us more information, because I remember that was the last telltale bit, because somebody mentioned something in passing whilst we were sat down on there. You know, that's why it's a lawless town and anything goes, but Heaston's got it all tied up. You know, because something's
I can
going
fill in
on.
a little bit there, in that you guys have put together, of course, that Heaston wants to run the town completely. He wants all the independent miners to work for him for pay, and he will make the big profits. We've seen that. We've seen his problems with the miners' union. We've seen how his men are harassing the independent miners up on the hill in the hills. We've seen that there may be some connection somehow with some of these some of the illegal some of the gangs that are out and about. You're not too sure about that, but we do know that that is the agenda of Heaston, is to become the guy in town and to keep as much of the profits of everything that's mined out of Headstone Hill for himself.
Wasn't there also something to do with the large chunk of ore that we've got? And Heaston wants it because things are going on in his place. So that I got a feeling that he wants to basically direct those spirits to do maybe not nefarious things, but definitely dodgy things.
We do know that he had the Headstone Nugget.
Yeah.
We do know that Lynn Buckles managed to somehow get that. That was found in the basement of Lynn's house by you guys. We do know that it has some properties and that it seems to draw evil spirits to it. We know that it also increases the scary evilness in the area, which gives a boost to our witch. We know that it's worth a lot of money.
Yep.
Very good.
Here's a question for Megan.
Megan.
Yeah, wrong game, isn't it?
Sarah.
The
Sarah.
Raven. So here's a question for Roger the Raccoon and Sarah. Just supposing we were to take the headstone out of play, one way or another, take it far away, put it on a train, and send it back to HQ. What do we think would actually happen? I mean, I'm assuming all manner of evil spirits would come into the town, but why would they come? Is there a reason why evil spirits get attracted to somewhere or someone?
What all do you guys know about Ghost Rock itself? That's a good question.
Not much. I mean,
Not much.
it's obviously it's used in
And a lot of things.
technology,
Mm-hmm.
possibly
burns
implicated
longer
in what
and
happened to California.
Yeah. And we know it burns hotter and longer and screams as it burns.
Yeah.
Think that that's probably the most what you know about it.
Pretty much,
Alright.
yeah.
So the spirits might not be drawn if we took the nugget out of the town. It's the size of the nugget that's basically calling. It seems to be calling them. Would that be a fair assumption? Because whenever we move it, the activity goes down, doesn't it? So we have to move it quite frequently, which reminds me, we'll need to head back and do that as soon as we get back.
We will.
Yeah. So removing it might not be in our best interest then, or would it?
So, to move things along as you're talking and thinking, and do keep thinking about it, thought I would go ahead and start moving this along. It is morning. You guys have come through the rest of the night with after the fight with the werewolf and the big dog thing. Yep, you know, that werewolf thing changed back to some poor boy who they say was a part of their gang for a while. Bud Blaylock says, well, you know, I wish you guys the bestest luck, and thank you for not taking us in and trying to get money for our heads.
We'll do that tomorrow.
Definitely appreciate it.
Okay.
Says Scarlet.
Other fish to fry and all that.
Fair enough. Scarlet, are you joining us for the little event we have planned for this afternoon?
Why, no, bud. I'm going to stay with Chase because he's hung like a mule.
Well, she does look over to Chase just to sort of see if there's an expression or anything that crosses his face. Does she see anything?
He raises an eyebrow. It's, you know.
Yeah. His attempts to appear nonchalant, somewhat ruined by the fact he's not wearing any pants.
That's Rob.
Yeah, it's well. You said it was
sorry.
morning,
Look
so
at you,
that's
Rosco.
it. My
Good point. Sorry.
Yeah,
My
looking at
pants are
Rosco.
gone.
Did I say Chase? I said Chase, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
See,
Chase.
there we go. There we go. So she glances across at Roscoe just to see if there's any expression upon his face before determining exactly what she intends to do. If the face looks like that, man.
He's not
How do you do that,
interested.
Christine? Very good. So you casually glance away, I assume, something like that. Just don't make the eye contact she was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't sigh or do anything weird. She just turns to Bud and goes, "Yep. As long as I have my same part, I'm good to go. Thank you all for getting me out of a serious spot. You got a friend. If you need me,
Good to know.
well, I guess you could find Bud. You could probably find me. Do know that every so often we would pick up jobs at the Tarantula Hole. You might also find me there."
Just keep away from the tarantula juice.
Yeah. Make you blind.
Made me
Get
throw
outta here.
up.
She leans
Well,
over on her horse and slaps Roscoe's horse on the rump. So it starts cantering away from your group.
Rosco turns round and tips his hat. Bam.
And
It was a
she
pleasure.
tips hers back as well. And off you guys ride into the morning sun. Okay. You have a little bit of a ride to get back to town, and I don't know if you're actually aiming exactly for town or not, or where exactly you are wishing to go.
I think we're heading for Minor Bob's claim, aren't we?
I think you are.
Do we want to go to the house first to move the headstone and then go to Bob's?
How many days have we been away from
Might
it?
be.
I think we established that you had a full day of riding a night out in the open, and then you would be back the next day.
Okay, so this is the day we're going to be back. Plus, we had a night out waiting for Scarlet. So that's 2 nights that we've been away. And by the time we get back, technically it's going to be 2.5, maybe 3 days.
Yeah, I think the ghosts are going to be playing if we're not careful.
So up to you guys. I'm quite happy to go to Bob's, but I think half an hour detour to move the headstone might be a wise idea.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. I think if we remember correctly, you guys headed out of town this direction, right?
We sort of headed off south.
It was
Yeah,
south.
we sort of headed off
That's
this way,
right.
I
You
think.
did along this way.
Yeah.
So Minor Bob's thing is somewhere right over here.
Yeah, but where we ended up, where we were sort of over in this direction.
That is true.
We're sort of north.
Yes, absolutely. So you are going to come down. You are going to come down on this, and the house is right over in this area, if I remember right.
Yep.
Okay, so it is quasi on your way. In fact, you guys are cutting across country. The day itself passes fairly quietly. If there is any quick discussion that you guys wish to have about your next steps, now's a great time for it. That and around the campfire later tonight. So let us cut to the campfire just to expedite a little bit this long hike over the rolling plain that's next to these mountains. Go ahead, Rob. Chase.
Anthony, for player knowledge, do we know if there is a telegram office in the town?
There is.
There is. Right, okay. So we're going to come in from the Bridgefort Road. Or down the Bridgefort Road, aren't we? Because we're on the other side of Bridgefort.
I think you guys were avoiding that place too. So let me see here. I'm going to, if I were able to control this, dang it all.
Get the big map up.
That's my goal. I am struggling with my controls on this fine day. in that I do not have a mouse because someone in our family who has gone off to college snaked mine. Golly. And this is just not moving quite as easily as I would like. Let me see. Oh, there we go. I've found a way. Here we go. I think that would be a little bit more helpful to go ahead and put Easton Hill on here.
No, it's the other map. The other map with the larger one with the train tracks on and what have you. But basically, we wanted to avoid bridge. That's the other.
Oh, I see. What
wrong one.
No, I know what you're saying. You into county.
Yeah. So, Fort Bridger, that was it. Right. So basically, we're up where the blue and the red line is.
Yep.
We leave there this morning.
Yep.
Okay, so we can go through Bridger or Carter and then over to Fort Bridger and then down Uri and into Easton Hill, which then brings us down onto that thing. So, so if anyone questions, okay, we could always say that we went to Fort Bridger to send a telegram because we didn't want to send one actually from the town.
Okay.
Okay.
You wanted to avoid sending one from Easton Hill.
Yeah.
What you're saying.
So, because the conflict that we had with the Easton boys and what have you outside Easton's, the old man Easton's place that first day, has put us on the back foot kind of thing. So, obviously we don't have to tell them that, but that could be a reason why we've come in that way.
Well, we could also say that, you know, we're trying to track down Len Buckles.
Yeah.
And someone had said that he'd sort of headed out to Bridger. So we've gone over there to see if the rumours were true.
So that actually amplifies if we use both together because, you know, that's then seems like a credible. Okay. Sorry about that, Anthony. I just wanted to come up with a team play for if we get questioned. More than likely won't. But there you go.
Of course, the other way we could answer is mind your own goddamn business.
Exactly.
And then shoot them.
Maybe not that far, but you know they got need. Why, you know, who's asking a question? Why do we have to tell them anything?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're going to jump forward to the evenings. So where are we when the campfire evening comes up?
I think that you guys have not quite crossed the Black Fork, which is this creek right here.
Okay.
I think you're probably somewhere in the middle of that word trail, which looks really strange out on the ground. I'm just joking. And
why are we avoiding Fort Bridger, by the way? Why don't we stop there for the night?
Actually, you can stop there because the reason you didn't go in last time, I think, is because you had a wanted criminal with you or something like that. Maybe not.
I think that was why. Yeah.
All right. You guys.
Why don't we stop at Fort Bridger, have a decent night's sleep?
All right. Let me really quickly pull up Fort Bridger so I can discuss it properly. There we go. Yeah, it's as you'd expect, named after its founder, the legendary trapper and mountain man Jim Bridger.
Map
Are we
hasn't
supposed to be
changed.
seeing that?
What happened? The map
Nothing.
changed?
The map,
Nope.
map's still what it was.
Still on the
County map.
County map.
County. No, I do not have a, if I remember right, I don't have a Fort Bridger map.
Oh,
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that would be really handy. However, there is not a Fort Bridger map. What you'll notice is there is a fort actually still at Fort Bridger. So there is a stockade with blue suited soldiers that look just like the Union soldiers that some of you guys may have come across back in the day.
Were we grey or blue?
Aside from that, there's a small town that has grown up a little bit around it. It does not have a hotel. It does, or a place like that, but it does have a tavern that the soldiers like to use. The Ramblin' Rose.
Was Anthony? Was I grey uniform or blue uniform?
I think you were gray.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going straight to the jailhouse when it comes to sleeping down to see if there's a bed.
There's not. So the jail would be in the fort itself. The fort is run. The town is a military fort that just has some things that grew up around it. So there's a laundry facility. There's people that are selling laundry. The services of the laundry for the troops. There's a couple of small pubs. When I say pubs, that's absolutely the wrong term for it. But
actually, sod it. No, I'm going to go into the saloon.
Yeah,
Sod it. I'm going to go there and we'll have some drinks and see what happens. It's going to be funny.
And so you've got that, and you've got there's a couple of houses for the people that live around here. You think that probably some of the farmers and ranchers in the area choose to live a little bit closer here because it at least is next to something that's supposed to help protect them. So I said, like the Rambling Rose, it may or may not have a room that's you'll have to ask and see.
I'm wondering, because we did go to Uri as well, didn't we?
Yep.
Was Uri better than Fort Bridger? I think there was a hotel in Uri, wasn't there?
Yep, there was. Uri's a little bit bigger.
We've got a...
Why don't we just go? I mean, given your history with the potential history with the troops, why don't we just head straight to Uri? Can we make that by sundown?
Absolutely.
Okay, but remember we've got to investigate moons. So if we go in and we see Bud's brother, then he might ask, and
why do we have to investigate moons?
Because his supply run, something about his supply run. It's been interrupted and what have you, and he hasn't had anything for a little while, and he hasn't got the time to go out.
Oh yeah, the bartender. That's right. Yeah. So Lee, the bartender in Uriel, was getting veg from Moon's experimental farm, but hasn't had anything for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the only little thing that was tossed out there.
But of course, if we try and also get round that, then maybe we would have gone across the Black's Fork to Moons and maybe pitch up at Moons and deal with whatever. But just conscious of, I mean, we're not going to get back to Len's place tonight. That's obvious. It's just too far. So whatever the headstone does, the headstone does.
Through the night. There is some risk to that, but you can press on through the night.
Should we
risk is basically that you're going to hurt your horse or something like that.
Should we just go to towards Moons so that we can investigate what's going on down there? We're going to have to camp out anyway, and then we can go to Uri.
I mean, it sounds like the farm, Moon's farm, is going to be a whole sequence of encounters all of its own. I don't think we're going to want to be up there at night.
No, right.
I mean, I don't think we promised that we were going to go and have a look at the farm, did we? I mean,
we said if we were that way, we'd go and have a look, but we weren't that way.
Yeah.
We went to Fort Bridger instead, so we were the other way.
Yeah.
Nope.
Opposite direction.
Tossed it out.
Up to you.
If we stop at Uri, we can be up first thing, and we can be in Heaston Hill, very early in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Your call, guys. I've got the book and I'm ready to flip to the pages I need as necessary. So
What do you
I
wanna
say
do?
we stay at Yuri.
Okay, Yuri it is. Is,
all right.
by the way.
So you remember the exact place that Lee owns, and he does have a couple of rooms. When you come in, he's behind the bar, and it looks like he's sampling his own wares. You notice that the place is empty except for him. At this time of day, I guess you're late afternoon. People are just maybe starting to come this direction. But whatever the case, it's just him. There's a bottle of water and a small metal funnel sitting on the bar next to the bottle of whiskey.
Hey,
When
Lee.
the door opens, he grabs that and hides the bottle of water and the small funnel.
Okay. I go, Lee.
Oh,
I can
you
save
guys.
I can save you some money and make put your profits up for you.
Oh?
Yeah, stop drinking the fucking whiskey.
I'm no teetotaler. Why do you think I want to run a place like this?
Yeah,
he
but
takes the bottle, presses it to his mouth, takes a big glug, then he pulls down 3 little pottery cups and out of the same bottle pours 3 shots for you guys. Does that raccoon take a shot?
Oh yeah.
oh yeah.
He pours another one, looking at you guys strangely. So did you find that no good brother of mine?
We can neither confirm nor deny, but I've got a big, massive, cheesy grin. And I wink at him. And before
I was
you
hoping
ask,
at least for a
he's
ahead.
before you ask, he's still doing what he's doing. So we haven't touched the gang. Told you we wouldn't.
interesting. Would have pegged you guys as goody two shoes that would have hauled that poor man in. As much
Why?
as I despise him.
Poor man.
Why?
Don't know. Look at a lawman here. When you look at Rosco, he looks like he's hauled in a man or two in his time.
I bet he
That he
has.
But I choose who I bring in.
Fair enough.
I am under no obligation, sir.
I see. Ma'am?
Hmm?
You got a side of that brother of mine?
Yeah,
He
I
still got his gang with him?
did. He's still got his gang with him.
Any interesting things happen to you guys out on the road that would entertain a man as he samples his wares? He takes another swig from his bottle.
It was pretty dull, to be honest. Just a simple trip over to Fort Thingamajiggy.
Yeah. Yeah, Fort Bridge was just that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hope the soldiers didn't give you any issue. I know
No.
they've got their hands full with the engines and stuff like that, but yeah, once in a while we get the supply wagons coming through. Seems like that Frank Debney guy has gotten himself he's got the Sutler's contract with the fort, supplying everything out of his store down there in Easton Hill.
To supply who?
The fort.
What was his name? Dean
Oh, Frank Debney?
Frank Debney.
Yeah, old Debney. He think he's big in that miners union thing or whatever. Owns a store. Seems he bought it for cheap from somebody. I can't remember the rest of that story. But yeah. Guess he's making a mint off of that. Wish he'd swing those wagons of his out to a little bit out east and pick us up some vegetables. We're running low here in town.
So where does
Anyway,
Danny get his vegetables from?
Debney? I know not. I bet you get, because you got the railroad and all up in Bridger. I'd say that he's probably just getting it from the farmers in the local area. Does you guys looking for a room? What's the deal?
Yeah, just a room for the night, please. Well,
I can hand
two rooms for the night.
Sounds good. I do have 2 upstairs. That's it. Want me to get some water on to boil for a bath for anybody? Not saying anything there, Chase, but you know what I mean.
I sniff. No, I'm fine.
You're still running around without any trousers, I see.
Will you stop looking?
Well, you probably ought to get that one button in back fixed. That would help a lot. Anyway.
I did have something to cover, but it disappeared again. So. Ooh,
Actually, I don't know. You have spent a
in.
night out.
Yeah.
Haven't you? So, yeah. So you're up, sure enough.
Yeah. Gone. Yeah. Little bit of fabric that I managed to acquire to cover said modesty. Gone.
All right. That'll be $2. That'll cover breakfast in the morning too.
Put the money down.
All right. He rapidly scrapes the coins into his palm and goes right into the old pocket. And he says, if anybody's interested in a game of cards later, folks will start coming in shortly. But otherwise, shouldn't be too raucous tonight. You can get some good sleep. Is anyone in needing healing or recovery of any sort that a good night's rest is going to help?
I do think so.
You guys are
No.
topped up.
No.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Just not throwing quite enough challenge at you is the main issue.
I think Roger was the worst affected.
Mm.
I mean, I've got that thing,
right.
but I managed to get rid. So it's literally just permanent damage. Sorry, the permanent scar kind of thing that's that I've got, but I don't need it healed because it won't heal.
No, it is effectively healed.
Yeah,
It's just it is what it is.
yeah.
All right, let us. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
No, so I was going to say, I can't think of.
All right, let's cut to the chase. Haha, chase. And let's move you guys to bed. Do you guys? There's stairs going up that creak loudly as you guys go up them. Which, hey, that might be a good thing. The first room has 2 thin beds that they've got a straw mattress and a straw stuffed pillow. The straw does not smell particularly fresh, but it's also not rotten or wet or mildewy or anything like that. It's just probably been used multiple times. The second room has a double bed that it also is in roughly the same condition, though it has a small writing stand and a chair as well. I pause here to let you decide where you guys are staying for the night, even though I've made it very obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take one of the single beds.
Very good.
I'll take
Yeah,
the double
right.
bed.
I was pretty certain the Rosco and Chase weren't sharing a bed.
I'll take the double bed and I'll sleep with Roger.
There we go.
Roger's
Okay, so-
not a good companion. He wriggles a lot.
It's a big
Ooh,
bed.
Up you go, Roger. Yeah, Roger plants himself down right in the center of the bed. Spread that.
As you would
Is he doing a
probably
starfish?
expect.
He's doing a starfish, isn't he? Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In that case,
For
it's
those-
going to
yeah.
be me, Sarah, and Roscoe in one room. We're going to have to push the single beds together somehow.
So, let us cut to. I've got one more question before I send you off to Dreamland. Are you guys thinking about keeping a watch schedule, or are you just gonna lock your doors? There is a latch on your door. Just a lift and shut type latch. Through a crack in the door, a thin knife could probably pop that open. Though you think that would probably still make decent noise, and you also know that there's really creaky stairs. This is
The
the second
doors-
floor. There are
Do the
windows.
doors open into the room or
They
out?
will open into the room.
Lovely. When Sarah gets into her room, she pulls out a little wedge that she's got in her bag. Just this little piece of wooden wedge. She just pops it behind the door and kicks it.
Perfect. There are windows. It's a bit stuffy. There are not bars or anything like that on the windows, but they are glass. And they do have a catch where they can just there's double, they'll open wide up, and there's some light curtains over those. Okay. So I don't hear everybody saying they're going to do a watch. You guys crash. And let us cut to Roger. What does Roger do this evening? I think he's feeling curious.
I think he's feeling sleepy after his little whiskey.
Think so? Okay. I like
And
that.
he's always curious as well. So I think he'd snooze first and then basically probably wake up at about 2 a.m.
Okay.
Get curious, start wandering around, getting his nose in where it shouldn't. Yeah, probably.
Well, so he can't get out the door. He's got the wedge there.
Oh no, you can't.
He could manage the window. There's a drain pipe nearby if he wanted to go for a little look-see.
Mm-hmm.
Think he does?
Yeah, why not? I think he should.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Curious.
Sarah,
Mhm.
sleeping soundly, does not hear the soft movements. Actually, she's very used to the fairly soft movements of this raccoon as Roger moves across the room into a patch of moonlight, climbs up onto the chair, onto the little writing table that's sitting next to the window, uses one of his wonderfully opposable thumbs and fingers to work the little catch, and the window opens inwards. There's a little breath of air that's probably fairly welcome to even in your sleep there, Sarah. And it's not a full moon, but it's definitely probably 3/4 as Roger shimmies himself down the tin drain pipe, still remarkably quietly, and hits the ground. Where do you think Roger goes?
I think Roger might be looking for a snack of some kind.
Ooh.
So possibly head off to the stables first, see if there's any sort of things he can pick up there. A bit of drink of water, and
Absolutely. So he knocks that out fairly easily. There's some horses that move around when they smell him in there, but they don't get agitated or anything like that. He finds some grain, not super excited about it. Does get some fresh water. He is thinking back to the fact that he smelled some things in the bar itself. That's like probably he smelled raw bacon that was cured and hanging back in the kitchen area that would probably be used for the breakfasts in the morning. He remembers there's probably some sausages and things like that left over from the day before that have been set aside. He knows there's probably some eggs. Even if they're light on vegetables, it's the type of things that Roger would not be too upset about.
Some nice fresh eggs definitely go down rather nicely. Yep. Now that's all coming back to him. Now the fog's starting to lift from the whiskey. Thinking actually,
nice.
that might be a good idea. Maybe head to the kitchen. Well, yep.
All right.
Good idea.
So Roger slips in, moves across, scuttles down below the bar, takes a right just behind it where there's a door leading into where the smells are coming from. Now,
Carefully peeks in.
Yeah. What he sees as well is there's a second door on the other side of the kitchen that's halfway open, and there's a bed in there. It looks like it's a small room. It's probably where Lee lives, and there's a very loud snoring coming from that room. There also were two people that were passed out in the floor that you skittered around in the main bar area. Eggs are there on the counter in a basket, a little bit of hay, boom, boom. Bob's your uncle. You've filled that belly. There is something nice and shiny in that bedroom. It's on the bed with him.
Interesting. Shiny, you say?
Yeah, shiny.
Roger likes shiny things.
Okay. It makes you think of the shine of those coins that were passed across to this guy earlier. That you were just like, oh, I could have had those, and then the guy just scooped them and chucked them in his pocket.
Shiny coins, you say?
Yep.
Well, but Mistress has been very, she's told me off before now for snaffling coins where I shouldn't. Sarah,
I'm liking that.
She doesn't like that.
Okay. Well, then let's make a roll off of Roger.
Yep.
I think this is a spirit roll for him to suppress his desire to go after those.
Go after the shiny things.
Yup.
Okay.
He is very loyal, but he also has some habits, and you name it. But yep.
Does that roll?
I heard it. What did you get?
15.
15. Where is it?
It's on roll 20.
Oh, it is.
Under the
Look
DA,
at that.
and it exploded.
All right. You can absolutely resist the urge to go in there and filch those coins. All right.
I'll be
Roger
good.
the noble raccoon.
Noble raccoon. But you do know how stealthy you are.
But I'm just going to sneak an extra egg, though. Just because,
Absolutely. I will.
I resisted
I'll
the
ask
shiny
for-
things, but
Yep. I'll ask for one stealth roll for all of your maneuverings in the kitchen. That's a success. Okay. You have completely moved through this, and you get back to the room, up the drain pipe, shut the window, back on the bed. Nobody's the wiser.
A little bit of egg around the edge of my mouth.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, it's morning. Roger's had a little bit of a walkabout, as he does at night, which sometimes leads to all sorts of shenanigans. You guys smell bacon and sausages cooking, and there's eggs, probably, as Roger found out last night. You're up. Doesn't take long for you to get together, because it's not like you're having to primp greatly. Downstairs, meals are served on the bar, 10 plates. You've got little wooden spoons and forks, and away you go. With the warm food in your bellies, a couple of biscuits tucked into your pockets. And when I say biscuits, I mean like American biscuits, not like cookies.
Yep. Scones.
And yeah, quite like scones. And off you go to Heaston Hill. You can be at Heaston Hill probably about 10 in the morning, because you got up with the dawn and are heading out.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were just mentioning, you guys knock out a breakfast and start moving across the prairie towards Heaston on the Hill. Actually, I just said Heaston on the Hill. I don't know where in the world I got that. But probably because I live near Easton on the Hill here in the UK. You've already crossed the river, if I remember right. And you see the road, you catch the road leading into town.
Yep, so we're coming in from the north, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Down this
And I will
road.
get the, I think I've got the correct location there for you.
Yeah, that's Len's place.
That's Len Buckles.
Yep. Gotcha. All
And then we
right.
need to go down this road or this one to get to the miner's claim.
This one. Yeah.
That one.
South. Yeah, we're headed south.
Absolutely.
By the way, is this Heaston's place up here?
So, I'm jumping back to it myself because I was on a different thing. If
Oh,
you
sorry.
sit up in that little U-shaped,
Yeah, up here.
yes, that is Heaston's.
That is Heaston's place, is it?
His place.
Okay.
As you are riding into town, I would like a notice roll from the group of you. I nearly said spot hidden because of so much Call of Cthulhu. And now I have to jump over here. Ooh, look at that. Look at Rosco. Look at Sarah. Anything else? Did you roll as well, Rob? I didn't catch it.
Of course.
There you are. Look at that. Chase is wildly oblivious unless he chooses to spin a penny. And the others of you, looking around, there's a flock of birds that crosses the sky ahead of you. And as you're looking towards the west,
Ooh,
you
Roger made it.
see- That would be Roger. Yep.
And it looks
He
like
is-
Sarah might be flagged as shaken.
Okay.
Oh, us?
With a,
So
but you've got a roll to unshake button on your thing there, so
so
you might need to
unshake yourself,
unshake your character sheet.
which probably means yeah. Okay.
Done. I probably
Perfect.
tapped it in the wrong way,
So
in the wrong place to wake it up.
I think Roger probably cranes his little neck first off to the west, towards the mountains, and that sort of draws your attention, Sarah, and as well as Roscoe's. Chase is busy fiddling with something. I really don't want to know what it is, but
My button's catching something.
Yep. There's one of those newfangledy ornithoptery things that those weird scientists make, flying in high above that flock of birds. You can just barely make out the soft whoof, 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 whoof of the rotor blade as it moves across the sky towards the top of Heaston Hill and out of sight.
So what, heading towards Heaston's place? We think?
No, Headstone Hill. I apologize.
Oh,
So
Headstone.
it actually goes up to the very top of that big pile of rock
Mhm.
and goes out of view.
Which direction did it come from?
West. I know that's very vague, but by the time you were seeing it, it was sort of moving across. Well, if I were to, let's see here, don't want to make too much of a thing of this because it is just some information. But if we were to look at the environs here, and I were to, and
The bench.
it just went black for me on my
Yeah,
screen.
no, we've got it. Oh, I got it.
So it would be coming from the west, and I'm unable to ping on here or anything else because it has died for me. For some reason, that particular map doesn't always last on my screens. Boo. Okay. That's just something for you guys to tuck away in your heads as you ride into town. Lynn Buckle's house, you see up ahead of you.
Yep.
And as you tie your horses up outside at the hitching post, I will actually move you across just so you've got it. And here we go. Boom, boom. And you guys are at Lynn Buckles. You may proceed in and go wherever you want to go. I assume you're moving back towards the kitchen?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that the little piece of cotton string, whatever it was that we used, is still sticking out.
Yep, nothing's been. You do not think that anyone has opened the door to this house.
Okay, so I open the trap door.
Okay, the trap door. That's right. Sarah, are you joining them at that location?
Yeah.
Okay. So you and Roger can move yourselves across. I think. If not, I can for you.
Sorry.
Nope.
I was,
just grabbed you,
Thank you.
and I'll just chuck, and then you can adjust as necessary to how you. Yep, that's what I was thinking. It's a type of adjusting. Okay, so you flip it open, and it is nice and dark down there, and
Okay.
feels creepy. And Sarah, you feel immediately that you have a little bit more power at your fingertips.
Got a fight coming on.
Mhm.
I think the spiders are getting
Got a-
bigger.
We've got to roll that pickle barrel.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, who's down the stairs first?
I'll jump down.
All right, so you could jump down. It's not like it's a big leap to get down there. So Chase,
There
you can
is-
just jump right on down.
Did we
I've
move it
got your
here?
characters.
I think we left it here, didn't we?
I don't know. I thought it was one of the corners, but I can't remember.
What was this one?
Doesn't really make a huge
Right,
difference.
well, we'll say it's this one
Wherever
because
we
it's
left
slightly
it,
more
yeah.
difficult, and then we'll put it in the opposite corner, and then so the barrels are going to be swapped corner to corner. Okay,
All right.
so
So
I
you
jump
move
down, and then I move this way, and if anything happens, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
No,
Oh.
back.
By the way, while you're doing that, Roscoe is lighting up a lamp
I like it. All right.
because it's dark down there.
And
Wow, shit me! Like we wasn't expecting that.
yep, like you were not expecting that. And
Fucking knew it.
yep, you knew it. All right. We can, as you're doing your lamp, we're also going to draw cards. Whoop, whoop. Card drawing. All right. We will start with
Do you want to bring up the initiative tracker so we can put the
Oh, even better. Yes.
put the
That's
numbers
what
in?
we do. That is exactly what we do, isn't it?
We can't click on our characters because they're not there.
Oh, I see. So let me. You are still at the top of the stairs, but I will put you guys like this. I know you're on top of a barrel, but when you come down, you'll be in the room. So that's. Let's clear the count. Let me do that. All turns. Yes. Okay. So you'll have to click on your character to do so.
I'll add Sarah. I can't add
Right.
Roscoe for some unknown reason now.
I'm added already.
Not Roscoe, Roger.
Roger.
Yeah, so I cannot add Roger to the.
I think I can. Add turn. Did you hop on there?
Yeah, he's at the
Yep,
bottom.
he's on there. All right. So let's do Roger first. Speaking of which, ooh, Roger, King of Diamonds.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't edit Roger's thingy now either.
All right. I do not know why, but that's okay.
I think it's because I can't get into his icon.
Siren. Look at
Hey,
that.
Oh,
Joker.
Everybody gets a
it
Benny.
gets a Benny.
it's a
Let
Benny,
us
Benny,
deal
Benny.
some bennies.
It's Benny, Benny, Benny.
Ah,
Sorry.
so that's not
Whistled.
That's not what's supposed to happen. It's a deal, and then here, here, case.
And don't forget, Sarah, you can go whenever you wish. Uh-huh.
Boom!
Mhm.
Look at that. All right. Let us now do chase. We have
Is
an
it
8 of spades.
8? Not the ace of spades, but the 8 of spades.
Roscoe.
2 for me.
That 7 of hearts.
Yeah. And the
Right.
I get 2.
And
Roll that again, please. It's
you
a
get
2.
another one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Another one?
7 of no.
No.
2 sevens.
No, it's,
Uh,
got,
Two sevens.
the
it's, under,
7 of
it's under
hearts would
5.
be better as far
Ooh,
as.
Okay.
I get 2
in
cards
the
as well, don't I?
Do you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think you do.
I thought you did. Yeah, I thought
Yes.
All right.
I thought you
Here's
got
another
2.
one for you. 10 of hearts.
Okay, I'll take the 10 instead.
All right. So the bad guys.
you did. Ooh, Queen of Diamonds.
Ooh!
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So what I can do is just put you up at the top. Since there's so few of us, it's easy enough for me to maneuver. Queen. And Roger will go on yours if you would prefer. Or we can give him... Actually, we gave Roger one. So
Mhm.
Roger...
Yeah, Roger's King of
as the
Diamonds.
King of Diamonds.
Yeah.
Man. Okay. And I need to pull up a different character sheet. So I've got it available as you guys are doing your stuff. Okay. That's going to be... Yeah. Other side.
Yes.
Where's my... Oh, okay. I know. I just... There we go. Okay.
Oh,
You guys, let's do it.
Well, I suppose it could have been worse. We could have had to
Now
have
you-
fought off the
yeah.
piano.
Again, that'd been awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
am I
forget how to
falling
do
out of
it.
game?
No?
No.
Yes.
Oh, yes, you have. Yeah.
Yes, you have. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
did we do that?
Do you want to just refresh the browser?
Okay.
Refresh the page.
No, I think that
Come on.
This laptop's gone all sensitive on its mouse, and it keeps closing everything. I can't keep a character sheet open for the life of me.
You know
Oh,
what you
no.
need to do, Christine? Take it to laptop therapy. You'll need to go with it. You'll need to settle its insecurities, get it so it's slightly less sensitive, and then you can beat the fuck out of it. I mean,
And there you go. And you're back in just like that.
yay! You see,
Awesome.
it heard me.
Now, do you want to go first, or you do want to wait and interrupt?
I'll wait and interrupt.
All right, Roger. What does Roger do?
So I haven't got Roger's character sheet open. I've got to reopen everything.
It's all good.
Hang on. Nope, that's Rosco. There's Roger. Right, okay, let's get Roger open. Sorry about this.
Roger
No.
goes down the ladder and starts using 2 guns. Pew, 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 pew.
He's got dynamite in his teeth.
Yeah. Hey, gringo!
Here we
You
go.
took on the wrong raccoon.
Roger is gonna jump down.
Okay.
And he is gonna scuttle over to this one
All right.
over in this corner.
Very good.
And he's gonna bite at it.
Nice. He is one brave.
He is one stupid little raccoon, yep.
That's we'll take it though. Open character sheet. I'll make sure I've got that. All right.
Huh?
What did you roll?
That
Let's
neatly.
see here.
A 5 to hit.
A 5 is a hit. All right. So let's roll damage.
Can't get
Have they
that out.
got a 5's a hit? Is it? That'll be
Oh, I'm
versus
sorry.
their
It's
parry,
against
won't it?
It's against their parry.
Yeah.
Let me. Dang it all. I'm struggling to get the character sheet open for that. So give me 2 seconds, and I will have it open. There.
It seems to be that
And
we're
I'll be able
having
to play the
a
parry.
a
Bit of a-
technical night tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
Me.
Not perfect.
Christine,
Oh, here we go.
myself.
Okay. Yeah. Where's my little parry? 6. You are absolutely correct, Pete. That is a miss.
Oh, Roger the raccoon.
But it made him take it, jump back.
No doubt.
No.
It had to. Had to
Brave
be
little
the way-
raccoon.
The brave
Rabid.
little raccoon.
It's the rabid raccoon, so rabies and all that. Fun at the mouth.
All right. Next in the list
It's them.
are the creeping shadows. This creeping shadow will attempt to strike at Roger. So it is going to.
Has Roger moved over? The token is not showing for me.
There we go.
Roger moving. There we go.
That's better.
Was going to do a D8 for fighting. It is not going to get the extra. What is Roger's dodge?
Dodge.
Probably is going
Hang
to
on.
be.
Oh, sorry. Now I'm opening stuff I shouldn't be opening.
All good.
Are you going to share?
Oh, right.
Might be able to get to him fast. I don't know.
If you can get to it, then
I'm trying while you're doing.
Is it not against?
Roger.
Isn't it the Roger's vigor?
Nope. Parry.
his parry's
A
5.
miss.
Yeah, parry's
This is
5.
definitely a miss. All right.
Okay.
So, but that one does stay there, watching Roger.
Hello, little
And then he's
raccoon.
up on his back feet doing this little sort of thing with his fists, making it Look like he's a boxer.
Love it. So this go 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm actually going to put it there instead of letting it have the. So it's going to have the gang up bonus. And both of these two are going to attempt to attack Chase. So let us take a quick look at the first attack, which is coming from behind you. Chase, and what is your parry?
More than that, my parry is 6.
Brilliant. So that is a miss.
Mm.
And I am not spending my bennies yet because I am holding them.
Oh,
other
come
things.
on.
The
Spend your
next fighting
Benny.
roll, that's a little bit better. What was your
6. So it hits.
6? All right, so there's a hit. So let us do some damage.
Yes.
Whoop.
Spend those bennies. Take the stress.
Strength plus a d6. Let's see if this does this correctly.
So why are you
All
rolling a
right.
D8 if it's a D6?
No, strength plus d6. So the strength was a d8,
Okay.
and then it gets a d6. That's what's the, I think that's what's the second thing that rolled. Yeah. So what happens with that is you've got 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. What's your toughness?
5. So 3 points.
So shaken.
It's not over. Okay.
Okay. That is those dudes. Let us go to Chase. What does Chase do? Unshake? So you can actually do anything?
Oh, hell yeah. So Chase is going to unshake. That's not an action, is it?
No, but you have to do it before you can do anything.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll an unshake.
Ooh, failure.
Okay,
Would you
I'll
like
spend
to
a
spend
penny.
a Benny? Okay. A Benny is an automatic unshake.
Okay.
So you are unshook.
I am now unshaken. And so Chase kind of sees and he shivers like somebody's literally just,
Ah,
down his spine. And you can see, well, anybody looking through would be able to see it starts at his shoulders and it finishes at the loose button at his long johns, and literally his whole spine just kind of like shivers from that attack. And he picks up, basically he pulls out 2 of his Bowie knives and he's like, I didn't like that. And there's the first one, which is a miss.
Now, do you do
I do 2.
your two-hand?
Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
2-fisted.
Is,
And 2
is
guns.
Chase, yeah, but is Chase shaken?
No.
Not anymore.
Oh,
No.
You spent the Benny.
And
Oh,
the
he's
wild
got a
dice
hit. Okay.
comes in at a 5. So does
you
a
got a hit?
5 hit? Okay.
So no raise.
So no
regular
raise, so
damage.
just damage. So the damage is lovely.
Wait.
Ooh.
14.
Look
Nice.
at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we
Ignore the
wanted to
bonus
see.
damage that's up on there.
Yep. So 14, and its toughness is, I'll tell you in 2 seconds, 6. So what do we
so
have
that's
here?
6, 7, 8. So
8.
that's
So it's
shaken
a
and 2
and
wounds.
wounds.
2 wounds?
So 4 above is shaken. If another
Well,
4
Damage is shaken, and then you've got 8, haven't you? So 4 and 4, so that's 2 wounds, isn't it? Shaken and a wound and shaken.
No.
Sorry, I'm wounded.
The all the first 4 are just to shake you, all the way
If the
up.
total damage of the attack meets or beats the target's toughness, the target is shaken. And if they are already shaken,
yes.
they take a wound.
Yes,
For
yes.
each raise on the damage roll, the target also
Yes.
suffers 1 wound. So surely
okay.
8 is two raises.
It is. Let's go with that. I misinterpreted. So we have 2 wounds on this guy.
Yeah, and he's shaken.
Whoop. And he
Spend
is
your
shaken.
bennies. Spend your bennies to get rid of the wound. Go on. Go on.
He's not soaking it. He is not.
Go
I have
on.
better
you know
better
you want
plans for
to.
you guys.
Come on. Spend your bennies so you don't have any
crap.
when we go up against Eastern. Come on. You know.
Yeah. I am hoarding
you want to.
bennies.
Oh.
Okay. We will know that this guy is shaken, and I would put something on there, but I am moving slowly for that type of thing.
It's
Go ahead.
fine. I know that this one's shaken.
Thank you. Yep. Which one did you hit? This one?
This one, yeah.
All right. Very good. That one's shaken. All right. We are to, unless you want to move.
If I move, they get a free attack, don't they? Because I am ganged up.
Yep.
Or is that not a thing? No, I thought it was a thing. So
It's a
I'm
thing.
gonna
Yeah,
go.
it's a thing.
So I'm gonna shout up. Rosco. Any moment would be absolutely fantastic. I'm being surrounded by spirits and not the ones that Lee was drinking.
Okay. So, by the way, Christine, you can jump in anytime. You haven't done your turn.
Yep.
You were holding.
I think I'm going to jump in now. Yep, I'm going to jump in now.
Okay. And by jump in, do you mean literally jump in the room, or are you going to look through the door?
No, I'm going to jump into the room.
Brilliant. We'll just set you right there. Okay.
Excellent. Okay. And that's the situation I see. I am gonna hurl an energy ball of stun at
Okay.
this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Something like that. Or is it a
Stun.
area effect?
It's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
instant. It's a
Yeah, well, I
duration
think it's-
instant. It doesn't have an area. An area.
Okay. So you're just a straight shot.
It's just an attack. Yeah,
Awesome.
like a
Go ahead and roll.
hurled energy bolt, almost at that.
Okay. Very good.
Don't forget your pluses for being in a.
Yes, you get extra.
Yeah.
Do we?
Because you're in the influence of that evil rock.
Yeah.
Oh, can we add that to the? Because I don't know how to put it on the dice roll. So can I just
We just may have to do it.
We'll just add it manually. Yeah.
manually, please?
I think that was 1. Is
Oh.
that correct?
Oh, that was crap.
Oh my! It's a hit. So the
Is
bolt
it?
of energy. Actually, no, it
How can
does
it be
not
a hit on a 1?
because- Yeah.
When you-
Well, you do have a wild die of a 4 plus 1. Is that right for her magic? Is 5.
I thought last time
Yeah.
it was 2, but I'm
Okay,
not too
So
sure.
let's do 6. I've forgotten.
It's a
So-
ranged attack, so not up
Yep.
against parry though. So should be a
Oh,
hit.
that's right.
shouldn't it?
So it
Yeah.
is 6. So boom,
Yeah.
it is a hit. Absolutely, it's
Wow.
not against parry. That hits, and you can roll your damage.
It's a stun.
It's a stun. It's not damage.
Oh, it's stunned.
So a successful casting means the victim must make a vigor roll. It says at -2 if there's a raise on the arcane roll, which there isn't. So
So just a quick vigor roll.
must make a vigor roll, or be stunned. So if they fail the vigor roll, they're stunned. I don't know what the vigor roll's against though. Is it against the 4?
Yep. So this guy got lucky and is not stunned.
Okay. What happens to them with the burst of blinding light when it goes off? Do they shimmer?
It is bright. And I think we've established these things don't like the light. What I will do with that is this guy right here will retreat at least a step away from where that light bolt went. And I'll have this guy go to there. Fair enough?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm excited about the idea of you're using light to bother them. Okay, we are to chase unless Siren wants to move anywhere. Sarah.
What?
No, it's Roscoe.
It's me. Chase has been.
I meant Roscoe. I keep doing that.
Yep.
Sarah, do
okay.
you want to do any movement?
Yeah, I'm just going to move.
Is it because we look the same?
Get it all
No.
the time.
I
don't
am
know
going to move
why.
towards this one to
People are always saying, "Are you twins?"
slap it around the face if it looks like it's going to try and go for chase.
Got
I
it.
get asked who's a better programmer, and I go, "What's a computer?"
Yep,
I don't know.
got it. Roscoe.
Okay, so Roscoe's still up there. I've lit the lantern by now.
Yes.
Okay. Roscoe is going to spit out his cigar, clench
Love it.
the handle of the lantern between his teeth, go prone, pull out his 2 6-shooters,
I
and
love
start
it.
blasting away from the kitchen.
Okay,
So he's basically leaning down through the hole. He's just going to start shooting.
you can see everything in this room from your position.
Yeah.
Even things that you think would be sort of hard, like this guy. Yeah, you can see them. You do have a little bit of obstruction going there, but you do what you want to do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to shoot at this guy first.
All right.
So,
I'm excited.
Let's go down. Where are we? Winchester. Oh, Frontier. Right hand. Go.
There's a hit with a raise.
It is.
Nice.
So you get an extra D6 to that. Is that correct? Yep. To the
Yep.
damage.
Extra D6 to the damage, or is it? Yeah. so I
Or
need to-
go ahead. Yeah. I think you'll.
Well, you count
I'm
the
not sure if
bonus
we'll do it.
damage.
Which is the bonus damage. So yeah,
Yeah.
9.
That's right. Okay. So 9 total. Its
Yep.
toughness is 6. It is shaken.
Already
Nice.
shaken, so it's automatically
Oh.
going to take a wound.
The one in the bottom corner is the one shaken. Is that correct?
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yes, this one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so
Okay.
they
So
are
that
now-
one is now shaken.
Yep.
Which
they're
one? This
both
one?
shaken.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Put a little.
You want to put a little lead on those dudes? Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
about to.
I can't, unfortunately. I
Are
can
you going
draw
to shoot
something.
again?
I'm going to shoot again. Yeah.
Both of these at the bottom are shaken. Okay.
Okay.
'Cause I think you are a 2-gun kid. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yee gads. How do you feel about that?
That's not great.
You gonna Benny that?
No. But I'm going to shoot again.
3 shots.
Yeah, because I can shoot twice with one. That's 2 different knacks, 2 different edges.
Very nice.
One
Okay.
lets me fight with 2 weapons, and the other one lets me shoot a weapon twice.
Love it.
So,
Boom. Keep track of your bullets.
ay.
Feeling like a Benny now?
No, still saving those bennies.
We're all saving the Bennies.
No,
He's
actually,
feeling-
no.
he's feeling like a
I'm going to
Benny.
use. I'm going to
Benny
use a
Hill.
Benny. I'm going to use a Benny. Go on.
There you go. Well done. I'm excited. Roll that again.
There you go.
There
You
we
got a
go.
5.
There's
the
the hit
hit.
you wanted. Let's see some.
Way,
damage.
There you go.
That's what we want. All right. Like I said, it's toughness is 6, so you got 6. So there's
A 12.
Two
So
raises.
Yeah.
Its toughness was. So you shot this one again, I assume,
Yeah.
and
And it's
like I said,
shaken.
its toughness is 6. So
Yeah.
you did 6 damage because you take
Yeah.
that away from the 12. So 4 is a raise, and not a second raise because you didn't get all the way to 8.
Yeah. But it was already shaken. So
It's already shaken.
automatic-
So that's
So it
automatic.
takes 2 wounds, I think. It takes a wound for just getting to the 6, and then another wound for the raise.
For the raise.
Yeah.
Absolutely correct. 2 wounds on this guy. Both of the ones against the back wall have 2 wounds.
Okay, I'll sort that
So
out.
you guys know. And we are to another drawing of the cards.
Yep.
Why is this not here? Sorry about that. So we will once again need to add turns for your dealios. Once they're in there, we got Rosco in twice. Is that
Why is that? Why is that?
what I can do?
Is do that?
I pulled one off.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah.
No problem.
You didn't, did you?
That's fine, Rob. I don't know why you don't have control where you mess with those.
Because I
why it's
think
taking me-
you gave it to Pete last time, but
Okay. No problem.
no,
All
I
right,
can add
so Chase there.
Sarah.
Is
Somebody needs to
Roger
add
on?
Roger.
Okay. Roger. Add turn. Boom.
There you go. So, right, now we're all on.
Okay. Roger has a 2 of diamonds.
2 diamonds.
Okay.
2 diamonds. Sarah? 7
Seven
of
of clubs.
clubs.
Yep.
Chase, your first card is a 10 spades. Your second card is a 5 of clubs. So I
I'll
assume
take the
you're gonna
10
take
of
the 10 of
spades.
spades. All right. And then we have 2 I can hold up. So Roscoe, the first one
Mm-hmm.
is a
9 of diamonds.
9. And the second, look at that. Here we go.
Jack of spades.
Jack of
Okay.
spades. All right. So that sounds really good. And let's see with the bad guys.
Queen of
Ace of
spades.
clubs.
Ace of clubs.
Oh, ace.
Who would have thunk it? All right.
That's a 1, isn't it? Ace counts as a 1.
Ace gets to go first. That is that your raccoon complaining again? I
Yep.
tell you,
Definitely.
complaining about going last. Well, let's speaking of which, this guy is standing right next to Roger, and will once again attempt to hit him with his weak little hits. He does a fighting hit, and let us see. Okay, what is Roger's parry?
His parry's 5.
There we go. No hit. Because you have to beat it in the way I play it. Okay. And they only have, I think they only have 1 attack. So that guy is effectively pinned in the corner by Roger again. This one right next to the siren is going to attack Sarah with its fighting. Did it go?
Mine's parry's 5 as well.
And look at that. You managed to dodge and duck that guy. And then let's go to the shaken dealio. All right. Let us first see if the one, where's my, oh, I had to shake. And then, what did that roll? Did it do something?
Yeah, spirit
You
roll.
failed
Yeah.
1.
I failed. Let's do the second
Yep.
one.
That succeeded.
That
Yeah.
succeeded. All right. So the one in the very far corner is the one that succeeded, and it will make a fighting attack at you, Roscoe. It will not. I'm going to rule that
Chase.
it does not chase. It does not get the gang up benefit because the other guy's shaken.
Yep.
All right, and your toughness beats that.
More than that, yeah.
Man, these guys sucked.
Yep. Do you want to spend
no,
a
I did not
penny?
spend pennies.
Go on, spend a penny.
You know what? I will spend a penny on that one. Thanks.
You're welcome. Get rid of your penny. There you down to 2.
Yep.
There you go.
And let us re-roll that fighting skill. Let's just
Go on
do
then.
that. There we
That's
go.
better. You beat me by 1, so you hit me.
All right. So now I can actually roll the damage. And sadly, I had already put away the character sheet, so it gives me 2 seconds. And there we go. Bite. It's going to try and bite you. So it gets 1. Boom.
7.
What's
No,
your
that's
toughness?
my toughness is 5. That's 2
All right.
Oh,
points.
So
you're
you're
shaken.
You are shaken.
Yeah,
Hey,
okay. I'm
that's
shaken.
it. That's it. Okay. Come on, guys.
Be
Let's
next.
fast work of these.
Be next.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am shooting.
This one's oh no, this one's unshaken. Yep.
Yeah,
That's right.
I'm going to shoot this one because that is
Okay.
unshaken.
Absolutely.
And that's a hit.
That is a hit. Let's see what that.
For
5.
5 points of damage.
Its toughness is 6. Do you
Okay.
wish to re-roll that? You can let that
Nope.
stand.
Nope,
All right.
nope. I'm gonna
You got
fire
lots of
again.
shots. All right. Keeping track of these. 10.
There we
with a
go.
raise.
Yeah.
So you get an extra 6, d6. So 9, 10, 11.
11 points of
6.
damage.
I'm sorry?
11 points of damage.
Yes. So subtract 6.
Yeah. 5.
So that's going to
That's
shake it.
shaken and another wound.
Wounded. And
Which one was that on?
destroys that one.
This one. There we
The
go.
one
So
in
they
the
can
corner.
take. They can't take 3 wounds. 3 wounds to kill them.
That is correct. And so I will change layer. Boom. And it winks out of existence. Okay.
And yep, one more shot. I'm going to shoot at this one. See if I can take him out.
That'd be slick. That's a
It's
hit.
a hit.
Let's see.
For
Okay, that's
6
just gonna-
points of damage.
That just
Not
meets
enough.
it. Not enough. Gonna call that good?
I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a penny
Okay,
to
I love
reroll
it.
that damage.
let's do it.
There we go.
There it is. You have put this one down. Absolutely. As you had hoped. You just knocked.
So-
That was a penny well spent.
Bullets scream past Chase's ears on both sides. Plunk into
Whack.
these things and they dissipate in wisps of shady vapor or whatever.
I love it. Okay, and the as you're doing this, the that lantern is swinging that you're holding in your teeth. little bit of grinding, but it also
Yeah.
provides for a really awesome eerie effect in this shadowy underground room as that swinging lantern is moving around. Boom,
That's
boom,
it.
boom,
Yep.
and the gun smoke is
Yeah, he's just kind of
Partridge.
leaning to the side and
love it. Okay, Rosco, you have finished your turn and finished it well. In fact, you know what? I really enjoyed that. Okay, you're up, Chase.
you enjoy it enough to give me a penny.
That's what I'm doing. Absolutely.
or there's the other thing, isn't there? Conviction.
There you go. Which would
What's
give you a
that?
D6 anytime you want
Yeah,
to add to any roll.
You've
I'm
changed the
giving you
turn
a bit.
order.
give me a penny. Okay.
Did I?
Yeah.
You didn't give me a Benny.
What did that do? I
don't know.
tried to give you a Benny, and look at that.
Didn't give me a Benny. Don't know
No,
what you
look
did.
at our turn order.
They're all
Oh.
B for bennies.
They're all Bs. So anyway, I will deal again because
No. It's all right. We've got the order. We've got the order. So
Yeah, we have the
and we
order.
re-roll next round anyway. So let's
Yeah.
just. The order hasn't changed, even though they're all gone to Bs. Weird.
Yeah,
Ba, 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 ba.
there you go. Okay.
Melee.
So
Neither of those hit. Oh
No,
shit! No,
they do
hang on.
not.
I've got a roll to
You have to roll
unshake.
unshake.
Bollocks.
Mm.
There you go. I can now act. So that's my first
I
attack.
will let you act. Go ahead.
That's
do
my
it again.
first attack. So 5 does not hit, does it?
Nope.
No. Right. So second attack.
It's got a
That's because
6.
I was shaken.
Exactly.
Oh fuck
Come
off.
on. Ah, really?
That's because I forgot to take shaken off. Okay. Yeah, that's me done.
So you're gonna let Chase spend all the bennies?
Yeah.
as you.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
That's me done. That's it. Done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us move to Sarah
Go on, Sarah. Blind me.
Okay,
with your
Sarah is going to reach
blinded
out her
me
hand
with magic.
and she is blasting out an energy bolt to stun this thing again.
Boom.
If she can.
Come on. Remember to add 2.
Oh,
So,
God.
2 to
Sheesh.
4. That's a hit.
What?
Oh, yeah, it is a hit because it's,
Yeah.
it's a ranged
Yeah,
attack.
you actually did. Just about. Yeah. Ranged attack.
Jesus.
This bolt of energy zips out, and it has to make a vigor roll, correct?
It does.
All right.
We'll
Let
be
me
stunned.
do that really rapidly here. Come on now. Come on.
Come on,
Did
you
it
roll a
last
1.
time.
It's your
Did it
turn to roll a
last
1. Roll a 1.
Does have a D8 vigor.
Yay!
Crit fail.
And that
So
Thanks,
I'm
Jack.
going to
Benny.
say with the crit fail, this also shakes it. Okay. I like it.
Well, it would have
Nice.
been shaken anyway because it's
Done.
a stun, isn't it?
It's a stun.
Okay. It is a stun, so that takes 1 wound.
I
Okay.
can't remember what stun. What does the stun do? Stun stops it acting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think it
It-
does. We'll have to look it up.
Page 106.
It's better.
Brilliant.
Technically, it's better than a being shaken because shaken, you can either unshake or just run. But when you're stunned, you can't move.
Stunned. See page 106. Apparently.
Okay. I'm trying to get there. 105.
Oh,
Stun.
sorry.
Okay. Stun characters are distracted. They are vulnerable. So that's both of those are good conditions. They fall prone or to their knees. They can't move or take any actions, and they don't count towards gang up bonus. And for distracted and for sorry, for vulnerable and distracted, those are specific things that I would need to look up too really quickly. Come here. Distracted and vulnerable. So distracted, they subtract 2 from all their trait rolls. Vulnerable, everyone that attacks them gets +2. Got it? Am I the only person left on here? What happened? Can anyone hear
Got it.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yep.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
hear you
That
at
was
all,
weird.
Anthony.
Okay.
I'm joking.
So you heard the 2.
yeah,
they get
everyone's
minus-
got
they get
+2 when attacking that
They hit it.
critter.
And it has -2 to anything it tries to do.
Yeah.
So that's the neat thing on that. I'd forgotten if it was 2 or 4 or whatever. Otherwise, I would have been nice and fast with providing the information. Okay. Do you wish to do any movement?
No, I think I'm okay where I am.
Okay. Raj. Don't know what you're doing in this place. Okay. What do you do, Raj?
Oh. Roger's gonna basically he's gonna claw and bite at this the one in front of him.
Wonderful. See, that's written in blood, Rob. Oh, come on. Do you want to spend one of your bennies for Roger? He has to beat a 6.
Technically, Roger should have his own set of bennies.
I haven't given him one yet.
No, I think he does share mine.
He does.
I think the GM is right to play it the way he's playing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we haven't made him a completely full character. He's sort of a almost character. Would you like to re-roll that for a Benny?
Oh yeah, go on then. Why not?
Get in there. Get in there.
Woohoo!
He's not going to succeed, but I'm just going to let him have the fun for it. Okay,
All right, give me one of those bennies. Come on. You're
No.
kidding.
He rolls
All
exactly
right.
the same again.
Give me one of those bennies.
I'm giving you one. Well, I would if I could. Why can't I give one?
Can you
Oh,
just
there we
click
go.
on it?
There we
go.
go.
Good enough. All right. That sucks. I thought Roger was going to finish him off. Okay. We sadly are actually into a full another round when I thought you guys were going to just go ahead and finish this. But no.
Yeah,
You
well,
just
we like
decided
to
to
drag things out a bit, don't we?
You just wanted to
Oh,
take an
shit.
extra turn just to
Get
do
out.
so. I'll add Roger.
We need the spirits to take your bennies, Anthony. And then we can rush through everything else, and then you got nothing to
2,
get us
3.
with.
Who are we missing? We're missing Rosco.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
problem.
Put myself in. There we go.
And the way we've been doing this, we've been starting out with Roger because everybody likes Roger. Roger has
No, everybody
8
hates
of
Roger.
clubs. 8 of clubs for
No,
Rod.
they do not. Just you watch it, you. 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs for Roger.
8 of clubs. Boom. All right.
I
And then
think
we
it's
go with,
Roger that keeps taking
Sarah?
my pants.
4 of clubs. Sarah? And
Four
look at this.
clubs.
This is the
Ooh.
first card for Chase.
I can't see
Oh.
it.
King of Hearts.
King of
King of Hearts.
This is the second. I
He's
assume
sticking with the King of Hearts.
I'll take the King
And
of
this
Hearts.
go to Roscoe, our fast.
Oh,
you know.
pull again.
Yeah,
Roll that
get
again.
that away.
Roll-
Throw that
roll
away.
again.
Oh,
King of
King of-
Spades.
King of Spades.
Spades.
Or
You're up. Next one.
uh,
that.
Roll that again.
draw
Roll that again. 6 of clubs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
King of Spades.
King of
Well
Spades.
done. And for our bad guys, the 6
of diamond.
diamonds. I think that they are not going to survive. 6 diamonds. Boom. All right. I think.
Go on then, Roscoe.
Oh, indeed. Well, this. I think I'm going to help out Roger because I like Roger.
You like his little
Okay.
tap dancing moves that he's doing at the minute.
You like Roger. Who doesn't?
Well, he looks a little bit outmatched. So, right.
You know, he's been holding his own.
Yeah.
Dodging and weaving.
That's a hit.
That is the hit.
Does not do any damage.
No, it does not.
Another hit.
Bang. There we
There we go. 9. So that is now
Shaken.
Jacob.
Yep, because he's got a 6 toughness. So it doesn't quite make the 4. It
That's
would've
a
been
hit.
what you wanted. Ooh.
And 7, which is enough to give it a wound
Yes, it
because
is.
he is shaken.
He is shaken and has a wound. Wonderful. Okay. Well done. Bang, bang. And it is loud when his guns are going off above you guys' heads.
I can't hear anything now. I'm completely deaf. I have been for the last 30 seconds.
Brilliant. Roscoe's turn is over. Chase.
Yep. Okay, so I'm in position. Now, what bonus do I get because he is ganged up?
Shoot. We need to look that up really quick.
Yeah, we
'Cause
forgot
I
about
haven't
that,
really
don't
been
we?
doing much. Yeah. Dang it. Here we go. See how fast I can get there. Ganging up allows +1 for each character that is next to it.
So +2 then.
No.
Yeah, one for
It
me and
counts
one
the-
for and
each
one for
ally adjacent,
Sarah. Okay, so +1 then.
Yes.
Okay, so first attack with the old knives.
That's a hit.
D6.
I think that's a hit.
Yeah, you get the. Sadly, it was not on the damage; it's on the attack. But you do get the bonus attack damage.
Okay, so
10.
that's 10 points.
That beats-
So
that
that'll
beats the
be
6.
6. So that's 5. So he's definitely
That's
shaken.
a shaken in a wound.
Oh, what's his vulnerability? Because he's also prone as well. So what does that give you?
Oh, excuse me. Tough. Oh.
Because he's vulnerable and he's prone as well.
prone. That's right, because you got 2 on top of that is 12.
Yeah, 12.
-4 penalty to hit a prone character with ranged.
Yeah, that does matter.
If a prone defender is caught in melee, his parry is reduced by 2. Okay. So he.
But his
instead of
toughness
having
isn't.
6. So
Yeah.
he has a 4.
No,
So
because
you
that's
have
his
8,
toughness,
10,
isn't it?
12.
Yeah, no, his parry's reduced. Not
Yeah,
his
his
toughness.
parry's reduced, not his
parry's
toughness. So his
reduced, not
toughness
his
is still
toughness.
6. But I do
Okay.
have 12, so that will give us 6, which is shaken and a wound, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. So
And he wasn't
that puts
shaken
him
already,
to
so
2 wound.
okay.
Well, he wasn't. He was stunned, wasn't he, until his
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, he was stunned.
But now he's shaken, so now he has to actually get
unshake
up
to do
and
anything.
unshake. So that's the first attack. Second attack. 5, which is not going to do it.
Well, you get some pluses because he's stunned.
Oh, 5,
do.
6, 7.
You
Yes.
get all that. So, yeah,
7.
you
So
get-
yes, I got past his parry. So
Absolutely.
now I can
Way to
roll
go.
damage.
Sarah.
So 8
And he's
damage.
got so 6. So it's another wound.
Yep.
So that's 3 wounds. It's gone.
Okay.
Well done. All right. Anyone want to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Chase specifically.
Yeah, because it's his turn. That's right.
I'm going to go
There you go.
there. As I go past Sarah, I'm going to go, ma'am. Mighty obliged if you can put another light over in the corner.
Very good. And you have given the gang up. No, you haven't given the gang up to Roger. That's
No, I can't. I can't get around there to do that.
Can't you?
So
Can you
no,
not get-
I've only got a
Can you
pace
not
of.
go to there and there. Oh, you do.
I've only got a pace
Yeah,
of
I know.
6, so I was down here.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. The closest I
Yeah.
could get to is there, so I'm still not engaged
Okay.
with it.
Yeah.
No problem. All right, Raj.
Okay, Roger's gonna.
A scratch Roger
Do a little-
behind
little-
the ear.
Roger does a little tap dance and then clawing and
Good.
biting earth thing.
Oh,
Is he coming in? There.
There.
Okay. Is there something wrong with that? That is the exact same thing he's rolled how many times now?
Yeah, it keeps rolling ones.
So hit re-roll on that just for my edification. Okay. I'm going to give you that reroll just because that sure seemed to be a glitch that we had 3-1. Well, I mean, yes, law of averages. It actually could
I
happen.
mean, he's only
No
got a
big deal.
D4, so, you know,
It's the 25% chance of a 1 every time. So
Okay.
yeah.
sadly.
So instead you do miss unless you use a Benny.
Yeah, no, I think we play it, he misses.
Yeah,
He's a
pretty
brave
good.
little raccoon, but he's not very good at this.
He's,
Yeah,
he's,
but he's definitely kept this guy pinned.
he's probably got a higher agility than he has strength, so maybe we should give him some guns or throwing knives or something.
Some little stars. If you gave him, I think he could fling some little stars.
There we go. Okay. So we have come to the creeping shadows turn, and it is shaken, correct?
It is shaken.
It is shaking.
I
yeah.
think we will give it one little quick chance to see if it can unshake. Look at that.
She does.
It does. And now of course things will go all sideways because it's the last one doing this last thing, but it is going to attempt to claw, and I shouldn't
Oh,
have
boy.
said it.
Thankfully, not the
So-
damage roll.
Yes, be happy on that. Here comes the damage roll. I thought. Is anything happening?
Nope.
That's okay. I'm clicking the button. The button is not functioning. Okay. Whatever the case, actually, I'm going to pull down the character sheet, pull it back up really quick because something. Oh, that's why. Smith. There we go. Look at that.
3
Oh,
points.
nothing on old. What's Roger's toughness?
Hang on. What
Probably
is
better than a
toughness
3.
Is 4.
Okay.
He's just
safe.
enough. Just enough to avoid anything.
You
Very,
lucky
very
little beaver, you.
He's sliding around back and forth as this thing keeps trying to claw at him.
Fancy footwork.
Snapping at it and everything else.
He
But-
should be doing strictly. He should that raccoon.
I wonder what would happen if we gave Roger some caffeine.
So, Sarah, your
Yep.
go.
My go.
This thing in the corner is unshaken, but it does have a wound.
I can see it, can't I?
Yeah,
Lovely.
I'm going to give
I
you
am
that.
hurling energy at it.
Is this another stun attack?
It's another stun attack.
Gotcha.
Oh, it would help if I didn't pull up Roger's character sheet, though. Hang on. Just need to find mine. There's mine.
All good. That's a nice hit, and that will give you the extra.
That's the raise.
Oh,
so
it's
he's
still a
now
stun.
rolling his vigor at -2.
Is that the case? Because yes, because you got the raise.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
we've got the raise.
So character sheet.
so yeah,
let
at
me roll
-2
his-
with a raise on the arcane. So yeah, it's a raise.
So I'm
Okay.
rolling his vigor.
Ooh,
Mhm.
What do you
Oh
roll?
dear.
he rolled 11. So
Nice.
that will be 11 minus 2, which is 9. Does not
It's-
beat the 13.
No, it doesn't have to beat 13. It just has to
No.
be 4.
I thought it had to. I thought it was an
I
opposed.
thought it had to be the attack.
Yeah.
Is it an opposed?
What does the
Or
spell
does he
say?
just have to make a vigor roll?
A successful casting means the victim must make a vigor roll at -2 with a raise on the arcane roll or be stunned.
So I'm
Yeah,
seeing
so
it.
just a standard 4.
It's standard. He's got to succeed
Damn.
on a vigor roll.
You roll the
Yeah.
spellcasting roll to see if it hits. But then it's
Yep.
just a regular save.
Just a vigor roll.
Okay, so he saved it.
He's saved.
Okie
And
dokie.
we are sadly. You can move now if you'd like.
Yeah, I will move a little closer actually.
All right. And then
Not too close.
sadly, we are. You guys refuse to just go ahead and put these guys down.
Yeah, well,
So
like I
have,
said, we want you to spend the bennies, man.
Mm.
We've got another
that's
one to
what it
take
is.
off of you. We've
It's
got
like,
another one to
surely
take
this
off
guy's
of
got.
I mean, to be
yes,
fair,
sure.
they're quite tough. I mean, they got 3 wounds each.
Yeah, they do. They are.
you. Yeah.
They're tough.
Okay. Yes, they are.
Go
Don't forget
ahead
to put Roger up.
and-
Yeah, you've done Roger
so
and the
we've
creeps.
added-
Pete, Rosco needs up.
Pete,
Mm-hmm.
Rosco.
Popping it. There we go.
All right, Roger.
Four,
Six
six,
of diamonds.
Six
of diamonds.
diamonds. Sarah.
Six of
Six
clubs.
Clubs. Chase.
I take the
Spades.
King of Spades.
Roscoe.
We're gonna have to
10,
draw one of those again.
Sorry about that. That is, yeah.
Yeah, draw that
10.
2 again.
Draw 2 again.
Oh,
Look
where's
at
my
that.
thing
What do
gone?
we
Much
got?
better. It is the
King of Hearts. Go for that.
And for the bad guys, 4 of clubs.
4 of clubs.
I think this should hopefully, if you guys can just do it.
Oh, someone just disappeared.
Who
Yeah.
did?
Chase
Chase
just
did.
disappeared from the tracker.
Chase's icon's also gone as well. I don't know why. I
Oh.
don't think I did anything.
What
Yes.
just happened?
Yeah.
Who deleted
I've
you
read-
off the sheet?
I might have done something, but I'm not aware that I did.
I am grabbing a
I'm blaming Anthony
a
because
reserve chase.
that fighting role was just too much for him.
It's exactly. Here, let me get a spare chase into the game. And we'll throw him on here and actually get him to the right size. And, where were you? I think you were right there. Okay.
Been miniaturized.
So I got the King of Hearts. There you go.
King of Spades you had.
King of Spades.
I added your turn.
Oh,
Oh,
so did
no,
I.
stay there twice.
There you go.
King
There you go.
of
King of Spades.
Spades.
Top of the list.
You got it?
King of Spades. There you
I'll
go.
put you to the top of the list. I thought I put you to the top of the list, but I did not. Now I will. And here we go.
That's still
Diamonds
not
do
right,
come-
'cause-
diamonds come before clubs.
Ah, that's it. Now it's right.
That's right. All right. Okay.
Come on, Chase, finish him.
Come on.
Okay. So as I go round, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to position myself in there quite neatly, and I'm going to go, Roger, my little badger friend. This is how you really cock things up. And
You,
I'll
have
take
the
my
gang up.
Bowie knife, the first attack, which is a 7 against his 6, so that's a hit.
But it's +2. 9. So
Okay, it still hits.
it's still not a raise, but
No.
there you go.
Damage,
There's
6
the
against his
damage.
toughness, so nothing. The second
Oof.
attack,
Mm,
5 for the
so
wild dice.
+2. That's a hit.
And-
No, it's parry.
No,
to
it's not.
6.
It's parry.
Mm.
So yeah, spending a penny.
Chase's. Oh, penny. A penny.
Let's see that.
Okay, and I'm going to. Oh, you wank
on.
bucket!
Hang on a second. Ghost Steel Bowie Knife, armor penetration 2. Doesn't that mean you ignore 2 points of?
Only if he's
Armor.
wearing armor.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't bypass toughness.
But good
'cause-
try.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Okay,
Crap
that
it.
blows.
Yeah,
that
big time.
definitely blows. Okay.
Okay. Now,
Rosco.
does Rosco get the +2 as well because it is ganged up?
No,
No, it's only melee fighting,
Okay.
I believe.
correct.
But hey, I got 3 shots, so
I think that's
yes,
the
you do.
suckiest I've ever rolled.
there's a
That's
hit.
bad.
Hit.
That's a good hit. There we go.
Nice. 10.
And
Yeah.
6.
That
4,
is
it's a shaking and a wound.
It's another
shaking and a wound. All right.
So he's up to 2 wounds.
Second hit.
Look at that.
That's
that will do it. Oh,
yeah.
that's the hit
Ooh,
with the
yeah.
8 plus boom.
5, 13.
And the 5, 13.
He's gone.
Do you want to spend a
you
penny?
guys have
Come on, spend a penny to
cleared out.
shake some of the damage.
soak it. Yeah, I'll soak the damage and see if I
Come
can
on.
extend an extraneous fight just a little bit
Come
longer.
on, you know you want to.
Unbelievable.
Spend that penny.
Good grief. Okay, you guys have cleared this out again. This was not necessarily what I was intending out of this whole
Well,
thing.
you shouldn't have put the fuckers in there then.
Hey, you guys left the barrel there and didn't move it. It's
well, we had to go.
Well,
Yeah.
You
we had to
sent
go.
us to rescue Scarlet. It's your fault.
So, hey,
Okay.
And
So
you
you guys
made the rescue so far out of town. I mean, come on.
Yeah, now even Sarah's pitching in on this one, so you know you're done
Yeah.
for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is that
guys
it, guys?
rotate
Is that
the
it?
barrels.
And I put my hand
Yeah.
down on Roger's head and I go, fair play, my little wombat. You're doing brilliantly. What?
That's Roger. Roger's
There's
response.
no water in the hose pipe? Huh?
Jimmy fell down the well.
There's no eggs in the chicken coop.
Exactly.
Oh, is
Okay.
that what he was saying? Thank God you're
Yeah.
here, Sarah. Sarah, can you bring the empty one over, or before Rosco grabs it, because and I'll
are
I'll
you
move the
guys-
heavy one over to. Basically, we're
Gotcha.
swapping this one and this one.
Very good.
no, Roscoe's just put his gun. Roscoe's reloading up in the kitchen,
I
and
like
then he's gonna put the coffee on.
very
You're
good.
gonna put one in the chamber, huh?
More than that. I mean, you burned through a.
I burned through 10. Yeah, I had a bullet left in each gun.
That's amazing.
God
Okay.
dang.
Okay. I've just thrown up the Houston Hill environs as
Yeah.
we are moving towards heading to Prospector Bob's most likely. I would like to pause for like 2 or 3 minutes tops to sprint to the other room and release some things back into the wild, and I will be right back.
You called that a snake?
Okay. So the prolonged fight in the cellar that will probably happen again, depending on what happens with the moving of the ghost rock, goes off without a hitch. Our characters just wipe out these creeping shadows, and Roger, brave little Roger, pinned down a quarter of their number, if you think about it. And for that, Christine, get a Benny. Brave, you definitely deserve that. Well
But you
done.
can only spend it
Use
for,
that.
for Roger.
Yes.
I spent
Two-
all of my bennies on Roger, thank you. So,
Yeah.
I gave him a benny.
Yes,
Very,
you can
very good.
only spend the Benny for
Yeah,
Roger when
Roger,
you
they're
shake
paying the
him.
Okay. You guys ride out of town.
We do. With Roger at the front.
It's now just a little afternoon. You've had your coffee that was made by Rosco. A little pick-me-up as you head out of town unscathed from your fight with the spirits.
You just contentedly cleaning a couple of hard-boiled eggs that I gave him.
Very good. And for those of you watching this game that say that I'm not playing the bad guys as tough as I could and making them go intangible and tangible and things like that, that was just way too ridiculous for me. And so I just played them as though they're material the whole time. It would have made them incredibly tougher, but it also gives me a chance to let these guys fight them as many times as I want and burn through bennies and things like that I'd
Well,
really sort of like them to do.
If I could interject to those that are thinking, why didn't you play them like that? no one apart from you knows exactly what that headstone does. It may draw them to, but the closer they get, the less they can do.
There
You
might be
never
other
know.
people who have bought this really awesome book that,
Yeah.
that know the actual capabilities. Whatever the case,
Yes.
you guys move out of town. You see another one of those silly copters land at the top of that.
Wow,
That's
there's
Hill.
there's
So
a
that's
lot going on up there.
Are they
There's
having a
something going
convention
on
up
at
there?
that. It's right out at this tip. Something is going on up there, but whether it's important or not, there is something going on. You guys move down the road and then turn off towards the actual bench, the headstone hill.
Mhm.
You wind your way up through the trees until you get to the point where you remember seeing Bob's camp. Everything is roughly as you remember it, except Bob's not anywhere around. Maybe he's down in the mine.
So has he fixed the place up? Because they ransacked him, didn't they? They
Yep.
destroyed most of it, most of his equipment.
Then here's what I will add then to that is he has reset up his tent. His equipment is still not replaced. The broken pickaxes and things like that have not been replaced yet. I would like a spot hidden from everyone.
Oh, for God's sake,
And-
not if notice.
Notice. Sorry. There, look at that. I am looking for a raise, so we've got some raises. Those of you with raises can see that over by the tent, there is a tripod of cast iron over at the fire pit that has a hook hanging down where there would be a coffee pot or other things that you could put over the fire. There is a coffee pot on the ground overturned, and in the dirt around the front of the tent are definite signs of a struggle in the cracks in the dirt. For those of you that rolled well, you can tell that probably 3 or 4 men came up here and took Prospector Bob. And when they left, there are heel drag marks off towards where there's some marks from horses. You
You
guys,
tell which way the horses went?
yeah, down the hill,
Back down into town?
down towards the road. You'd have to go back to the road and see if you can tell. If you do so, I'll ask for another roll to see if they go towards town or not. You would guess they probably went towards town.
Right.
So let's
Okay.
not waste on the time.
Let's, I would say, before we head back to rescue Prospector Bob, how about we go and find out what's in the safe?
That
Could
sounds
be
like
pertinent.
that sounds like a really cool idea.
And that's a very long word.
Pertinent. All right. You guys
You
descend
might
into
want
the
to
mine.
actually describe what the word means, Pete, so that any Americans out there will get the correct definition.
Oh my word. We do speak your language, just
You
poorly.
do? You sure?
Aluminium.
Vitamin.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
exactly.
Solder. You're soldering the piece of metal. Solder.
The fact that you guys drop all sorts of letters out is
Oh, yeah.
sad.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You're so much further away from the Queen's English than we are that it's not even funny.
I gotta say, I mean, yeah, take some of the regional accents as well.
Well, we have some of the same. I mean, okay. Let us look at. So
Yeah.
you go in. There's no signs of disturbances or weird stuff in here.
I'm going to keep guard.
Are you going to stay outside?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
These two don't need me to hold their hand to open a friggin' safe.
Very good. Where does Roger go? Does he go with you into the cave?
No, he's coming with me into
Sir?
the cave. Yeah,
Okay.
yep, definitely.
All right. You guys descend into that cave
Mhm,
and
mhm.
you maneuver around and into the side room where that safe has anchored itself into the wall. You see the keyhole. You see the letters that are marked out around that keyhole. It does not take any roll or anything crazy. You open, when you turn it in the ways that it did, there is a loud, satisfying clunk. And the door swings open nearly effortlessly. Even though it is heavy, it swings nicely open to your touch, whoever opened it. Inside are numerous things that I am going to go through here, one at a time.
Is it Len Buckles' Hummel figurine collection?
Exactly.
It's,
It's cherished teddies
Baseball
And
card
Beanie
collection.
yeah.
and Doge coins. Okay. The first thing you the first thing you find is $2,000 in
Woo!
cash. And just stacks of cash. As
Nice.
you pull that off, you can see some other things underneath. And I'm going to give you handout G, and I
Oh,
need to make
is that going to work?
sure it better work. Dang it! I have to put it into your Chase.
What year is this?
Pete, Christine, 1890s ish.
Okay, that'll do. Just a approximation.
Right. I split the money with Sarah. No need
Okay.
to mention that to Chase.
Absolutely. Did anything pop up for you?
No.
Brilliant.
No, nothing.
Okay. Let me try this again.
Maybe
Oh,
put it in
I
Discord.
didn't save changes.
Holy shit. Okay, so $2,000 in 1890 is worth approximately $328,426.49 today.
Woo!
That
Hey.
is a huge amount. What the hell is Len doing with that?
So that's about 160. That's about that's $1,000 each, Sarah.
Oh, you forgot
That's-
about Roger.
Hey, well, Sarah manages Roger's finances.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
going to have
Certi-
50%, but
She's a-
Sarah's only
she's a
going to get
certified personal
25.
accountant.
I love it. Okay. Let me see if I save these changes
Holy shit.
and then show to the players if this actually happens.
I have a
Handout F.
blank handout. There is nothing on it.
It says handout F.
It does say handout F at the top.
Okay. It is a cutout of a. I'll give you guys this
Maybe
offline.
if you put it in Discord.
Well, I would love to, but it's physically in Roll20 the way I built it. Well, it's not how I built it; it's the way I bought it.
Ah.
So instead,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
read this to you. It is a
Yeah, okay.
newspaper clipping, and the newspaper clipping says it comes from Monday, April 21st, 1884. This is the year we're in. So this is not ridiculously long ago. Heaston Hill, an accidental detonation of ghost rock fumes Saturday, April 19th, caused an explosion that rocked Terrytown Bench, resulting in the deaths of 22 independent miners. Claim owners are at a loss to comment on the cause as they continue the grim process of digging through the debris for their lost dead. The blast occurred at roughly 6:15 a.m. on the bench's western slopes, a populous area where numerous claims abut one another. We at the Examiner speculate that negligence may have played a part, since it is generally accepted to be nigh impossible for the independent miner to provide working conditions as safe as those of an established outfit like Heaston's.
Mm-hmm.
Asked for comment, Mr. Jerem Heaston said, "We face this terrible news with heavy hearts and pledge to do all we can to help our town citizens. We've done that from the start, and I invite all the bench's miners to come work for me, where there's safety and security to go with daily payoff." Okay.
Eh.
So- Oh, okay. That might
Yeah,
explain why
gee.
those weird copter things are flying around. Maybe it's happened again. Okay, so handout F.
Tell you what you could do, Anthony, if you wanted, you could share your screen.
It's all right. The viewers
I
have seen
could
it because
do that.
I've got that
Okay.
bit of thingy.
I gave you that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. We've got the gist anyway.
That's
fine.
neat that that's there.
Yeah.
What else we However,
got?
it's not necessarily. I'm trying to get to these to bring them up. The second is that was supposed to be handout G, and
Handout G.
I know, but I did handout G, and it was not what I
I
had
don't
thought it was.
have
There
a G.
is a H is coming up, and I will give you H that you were about to see because I have to edit
2
it.
moments, mate.
And yeah, I know it's a little bit cumbersome. I probably could have set this up ahead of time if I had been really smart.
Hey, you know, the people that are following us, the people that are subscribed to the NVRA on YouTube, and the people that watch our content all the time,
They're very forgiving.
they're not really, you know, they know what you like, Anthony.
They're
Exactly.
the best. They're the
Savage.
best.
They
This
are.
is a
They're brilliant.
Western Union telegraph. And it is sent by JB, received by LR. No,
I have
No,
not got that.
Hang on. Sent by
JB,
JB. Yeah.
and then received by, it looks like LR.
Okay.
12 p.m., Headstone Hill, April 18th, 1884. Mr. Buckles, we urgently wish to speak with you. Mr. Buckles, Mr. Buckles, stop. I say, Mr. Buckles is 2. Then
Yeah.
we urgently wish to speak to you, Mr. Buckles, stop. The ongoing lack of reply is unacceptable, stop. Failure to comply puts our agreement in jeopardy, stop. Respond at your earliest opportunity, stop. From the office of Governor Hale, who is the governor of this region, the Wyoming Territory.
Oh shit, I'm not there.
Okay. So there is a concerned telegram. We can go back to any of these anytime you guys wish. I need to give you. There's also is a black book that has 3 handwritten entries that are interesting to you. First one says, "This is I," and I will edit this really quick, Rob. All players. For some reason, when I click show to all players, it doesn't do anything. And there's Christine.
Yeah. Of course, you can always. There's another way you can do it is you can use the snipping tool to grab a little screenshot and drop it into Discord.
Yeah, see, you guys are.
Oh, that gives me more work to do because then I've got to grab it from Discord to upload it into.
Well, no, but it means. I mean, obviously, you can show it on the screen for the viewers, but for us, we can then.
Yep. I will do
well.
that with each of these before next time.
Yeah, you do it. Yeah, do it later. Yeah.
Went back to the dance hall to speak with Clovis again, but he was in his cups and even less coherent than last time. At one point, he didn't realize I was watching him, and he looked at himself in the mirror as if seeing his own face for the first time. A disoriented, high-pitched cry wriggled out of his throat, not like any sound I've heard before.
Okay, so he's possessed.
J.
Okay, so
And
that
I'll
was
do this one. Someone is sabotaging DP. Almost certain HI will snatch up their lines if things get bad enough. You guessed that's Denver Pacific and one of the other rails.
what
which,
was the
we
initial?
can look up.
IP.
DP, and HI. So someone sabotaging DP, almost certain HI, will snatch up their lines if anything goes bad enough. Note to self, get some stock in case this goes their way. Yep. Not too many retired agents here.
Yeah.
And then another note that says the county's rampant with outlaws. The most wanted ride in 3 major gangs: the Ghost Steel Gang, the Sage Dragon Gang, and the Little Rock Irregulars. Respectively, they go after cattle, banks, and rolling stock. From what investigation I've done, separating the portfolios allows them to get along pretty well and share the same territory. I've heard that if anyone gets too close, they just make a run for the Sioux Nations until things quiet down. Okay, that's I. And then another note in there
That's
says,
interesting. Okay.
locals at the Supply Emporium are suspicious of me. I couldn't name the exact tool I needed, and all my questions about mine disasters, too strong. Damn it. George, keep your composure. It's true that Houston might have been involved somehow, as horrible as it is to imagine, but I can't let them catch me out before I've unraveled it. Reminder to look into Ned Little at the land claims office. He's tight with Houston. And if you remember Ned Little from your encounter with him.
Yeah, he asked us questions, didn't he?
Yeah, he seemed to be passing on information about people who were putting in new claims. And evidently that would mean that he probably was passing them to Houston. All right. So the other things you find in here are Wasatch Rail stock certificates worth $4,500.
Woo!
And there is a 5-pound sack of ghost rock ore worth $500 plus or minus.
Okay, now that shit we could actually take back to town and sell.
Yep. Okay.
The rest of it, I think we should keep. Of course, the Wasatch rail stock, we would need to sell that at the right time to get the best money from. But
So,
yeah,
Chase, where you're standing guard outside, you hear something coming through the brush
okay,
rapidly towards you.
rapidly.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
pushing through the brush. Like
Okay.
someone's running through the brush towards you.
so both pistols are out, and I'm just going to click.
It is one of the ladies from the folks that you rescued from the Houston gang that was giving them a hard time down the hill.
Okay, I recognize her.
Is Bob here? It can't be true.
Bob.
They say that there's a letter from him that's going to be printed in the newspaper tomorrow saying that he's thrown in his lot with Houston and that all of the miners should join Houston. It's gonna cause a riot. Prospector Bob would never say such a thing. Where is he? And that, folks, is where we will end tonight.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.